Video. I'm sorry I haven't posted in a while. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I'm not even gonna say I'm trying to get better because I'm really not. I just don't be feeling like posting, editing a video. Don't be having time because I be at work. But yeah, let's get right into this video, okay? So I honestly made this video to complain. Shift talk is really just pissing me off, and it's done almost pissed me off for the last time. If y'all follow me on my TikTok, then y'all probably noticed that my account has gone from a shifting page to a semi-shifting page to a I barely even talk about shifting. Like, the only thing you can tell that I'm a shifter when we first got my page is the "you can shift if my dumb ass did," because the shift talk community is just so toxic. And it's not the creators, but it's the people who consume the content. And not to be petty, but it always be the ones who do not shift, who haven't shifted, probably will never shift, who be talking the most shit, who think they know the most about shifting when they have never even shifted, will never shift, period. But here's kind of the videos and I guess the comments that sparked me to make this video.
I'm fucked up? Nah, I'm not. Nigga, I'm fucking real.
Anyways, girl, so yeah, that's the TikTok I made. Much in that video is saying, no, I'm not fucked up, I'm fucking real. Because in my opinion, it's not realistic to expect people, especially baby shifters, first time shifters, to make a script and script out every single form of bigotry. Like, to me, I've said it before and I'll say it again, it is not necessary to have a script. It is not necessary to script anything. If you don't want a script, you don't need one. Even though most shifters, including myself, would recommend you have one, it's not really necessary. And also, I don't think people should be harassed, sent death threats, called an awful person because they don't script out racism or SA or all the other horrible shit that you have to deal with in many realities, you know. And another thing, people were in my comment section, oh my god, you're letting people get hurt when they don't have to. Oh my god, why would you want people to be racist to you? When it's not even that. Like, it's not even that. And then I had somebody in my comment section say, oh, this screams you haven't experienced any violent racism, haven't been called any slurs. First of all, you don't know my life. And second of all, just because I don't script out racism, essay, anything like that, doesn't mean I haven't experienced those awful things in this reality. I just feel like that's very, like, I don't even know the word, like, entitled to assume that every single person who has a script has to script the exact same way you do, or there's something wrong with them. Now, in my opinion, in my personal opinion, don't let this affect you or what you think, but in my personal opinion, I think scripting out every single bad thing that could possibly happen to you in your DR and choosing to go to a reality where nothing bad could ever happen to you, I said before that it was playing God, but now I kind of want to take that back since I have a better understanding of what shifting is. It's not playing God, but it's kind of like choosing to go to a super sanitized DR where you know every single thing that's going to happen. In my opinion, that's not really beneficial to anybody. And in my opinion, like, it would be boring, like, in my opinion. But yeah, like I said, if you don't script out racism or any big form of bigotry, you are not a bad person. And a lot of people just don't know what shifting is, or don't know how scripting works, because you are not changing a reality. You are not creating a reality. You are not, like I said, altering an existing reality. Literally, all you are doing is controlling where you're sending your subconscious. That's literally all you're doing. So if you script out, like, I don't know, I won't get my period, you'll just shift to a place where the version of you in that reality doesn't have a period. You're literally not changing the fact that you didn't have a period. Like, I don't understand where people got this idea with shifting that if you script out certain forms of bigotry that you're saving people. You're not saving anybody but really yourself. You're not saving anybody but really yourself. Like, so if you script out racism, essay, and all that things, pretty much you're just making sure it doesn't happen to you. Because those people who are going to be in the reality where essay doesn't exist, they always existed in that reality. They were always in a safe place where essay never existed. But if you don't script it out, you're just going to a place where essay does exist and people do get essayed. So I feel like the hatred and, you know, the vile shit that people say to others who do not script out, like I said, certain forms of bigotry, just really comes from people not knowing what shifting is, how scripting works. Because a lot of people seem to think that if you don't script these things out, then you're just being selfish and you could save people from being hurt and violated, and you just don't. Because if that was the case, I'd have a totally different opinion. But it's just the fact of, like, if somebody personally doesn't mind racism in their DR and they're black and they can experience racism, or they're a person of color, then why the fuck do you have such a big problem? I understand why people have an issue if it's like a white person or someone who doesn't experience racism and they just choose to keep it in just cause, like, that isn't, why wouldn't you? But at the end of the fucking day, the main point I'm trying to say with that TikTok was that most people don't consider all that stuff when they're trying to shift to their DR. I know for me personally, I've said it multiple times, I'll say it again. When I first shifted, my first thought was Bakugo. My first thought was, I'ma hook up with this nigga and we finna la-di-da-di-da. Like, that was the first thought. He shut that shit down as soon as I got there, but that was my first thought. My first thought was not, oh yeah, Ida's gonna say some slight shit about black people. Ida's gonna say some slight shit about people who immigrate. Like, I did not think about that, right? I didn't think about people could get SA. Like, I was not thinking about that. And I feel like when you first shift as a baby shifter, like, most people are not considering the fact that bad things can happen in their DR. Like I said, my whole entire mind was focused on one thing. And my whole entire mind was focused on just shifting, period. Honestly, just getting there, because I was so focused before I actually shifted. And I feel like the question shouldn't be, well, why wouldn't you script it out? Why do you want people to be racist to you? It's just the fact of, a lot of people don't want a super massive script. And I don't know, another thing someone brought up in my comment section was that black people have gone through a lot of racism, and people say that being able to overcome that and still be who you are kind of is a big part of them. So if they went to somewhere where there was no racism at all and they didn't have to overcome anything, they wouldn't feel like themselves, which I understand it. I totally think that's valid. But for me personally, just the fact that I wasn't thinking about all that. And honestly, like, it really doesn't matter if I go somewhere else. It's still gonna happen in that reality. So what the fuck is the point, in my opinion? People just think, especially on TikTok, that shifting is a dream. People just think that shifting isn't real. They don't see, you know, people in their DR as real people. They see them as characters. They don't think these people can make their own decisions. They will attack anybody who has a DR where it's not canon, or the characters are disgusting and vile people. Like, people have free will to be whoever they want to be, and you get attacked for that. And honestly, Shift Talk is so fucking toxic. Like, it's not worth it. It's just not worth it. The misinformation, like, y'all, this is not the video for that, but the misinformation on TikTok is fucking, like, it's at the top of the charts, child. It's doing numbers. Like, I don't know, y'all. So that's pretty much all I wanted to say. People do not know what shifting is. Y'all don't know what shifting is. Like, not y'all, my subscribers, people are gonna watch this video, but people on TikTok. So to wrap things up, you don't control realities. You don't create realities. All you're doing is going to somewhere where it does not exist. So if you personally don't want to script out racism, you don't have to. You're not hurting anybody. You're not changing anything. You're just changing what you can personally experience. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Really, like, comment, subscribe. Maybe I'll make another video if y'all leave requests down below. But yeah, y'all, bye.